Yeah. So after using test results IO, I don't want to go back to the Selenium way because I spent so much time identifying elements, trying to uh, get to the point where everything was usable, and the applications that I used had a lot of dynamic IDs, had a lot of X paths, had a lot of um, paths that were just complicated to get to. So it took a lot of time to get things working. With test results IO, I was able to go in, identify things quickly. For example, a button that would have taken me time to find the element in Java because it's not always cut. Having just a
Hmm.
valid ID is not always easy to do. So I could capture it, identify it as a button, move on. In setting up a page was so much faster and much more maintainable with test results IO that it just made automation so much easier. I have more time to spend on actual testing than sitting there writing code. Yeah, I would say the the best things or the biggest thing for me with test results IO is maintainability. I'm not spending all my time going back and fixing code. If a new deployment happens and the developers change something on a page, I don't have to go back through and re-identify all those elements and rewrite a bunch of code. Um, it's just I can, if there is an issue with test results IO, I can quickly fix it or capture a new image of it. So what would take me, 15, 20 minutes, possibly Selenium with results IO, it's like 1, 2 minutes, boom, done. Yeah, especially the beginning part of a project when you're first getting into application and going through pages. Um, the time it takes to, like I'd said
Hmm.
before, to identify everything and to get it working, um, the the time with test results IO is so much less. It takes um, so much less time to go through and set up those pages and actually get a working test case. Um, for example, the newest project I'm on, I once I created the project, I had a working smoke test in less than an hour, going through probably 80% of the first flow. I I think the best example I gave you is probably that the first setup, going through and identifying a page
Hmm.
where it would take me a long time using Selenium just because
Hmm.
of the complexity of the
Yeah.
application, and the dynamic IDs and the X paths and the whatnot. I'd probably say I think safely I can say it's probably 90% faster with test results IO. I mean, that's not,
Yeah.
I don't have hardcore numbers to support that, but just going off my timings, it's,
Yeah.
and I'm not, I wouldn't consider myself a pro Java developer, but still,
Hmm.
it's so much easier. Oh, that's a good question. I would say that test results IO, in my own words, is a platform for easier testing, for easier automated testing. You can confidently create automated test case without having to be a developer, basically. So a tester who may not be super technical, or have that Java development or any other kind of development language under their belt, can go in there and create easily automated test cases, without any worry. I describe it, TestResults.io, to someone that hasn't heard it before, as basically codeless, um, basically codeless automation. I mean, there are, with the more intricate pieces, there is some coding that you have to do, but it's minimal. Doing variables and whatnot. With your great support, it's been very easy to do. So, less invasive code automation. I have not. I've seen demos and things, of other tools, but it's mostly been, what's open source, what's free out there, and the biggest comparison I can make is just to Selenium itself, and it's so much easier, and just so much less time consuming code wise. It's it's been great, because normally, you have your one tester to 2 to 3 developers. Last project I was on, I was one tester to 4 to 5 developers. So during that time, I couldn't maintain automation. But near the end of the project, when I discovered TestResults.io, I was able to not only do all my normal work, but also continue with automated testing, which, at this point in time, is a big thing, because everybody likes the idea of automation, but not a lot of people want to go out and pay for automation. So I am a, quality engineer lead, a quality analyst lead with Publicis Sapient. I am, mostly designated to state and local government projects. And the biggest thing about automation, in this area, is that it's usually fixed bid. So they have a certain amount of money that they can spend, and also time constraints as well. So TestIO will definitely help in keeping that time frame down. I am not spending all my time refactoring code, updating test cases, and everything. I'm spending more time actually out there testing what's supposed to be tested, as well as maintaining a great test case baseline, for regression and other testing if needed. So for me, time saving, one, maintenance, two, affordability, three. I've talked to some of my other friends, and the testing world, and I've told them what I'm doing, and I already have a couple people that want me to do some demos for them to show them the tool. So you guys might be getting some more responses.
Nice. Perfect. Tell your friends they should mention you when they
oh, I definitely will. I definitely
will. Definitely they should. Perfect. So. Amazing to see that that you like really spread this passion and enthusiasm to others when you talk about it.
Yeah. I wish I had stumbled across it earlier. And the fact that you guys have been so helpful and responsive in your support, it's been great. Made that much easier. No, I thought, at first it's like, yeah, I'm like, well, okay, well, let's see. And I think maybe you even undersold it a little bit, meaning that I think you could probably add more into your advertising, stating that you guys are taking away the clunkiness of Selenium and adding I guess a more direct approach to being able to automate UI. So we were wrapping up our project, and during one of the postmortems or the retro of the project, automation came up, and they asked, well, why didn't we automate this? And it was a long project. It was a 3-year project. And I told them at the time when we first looked into it, just the complexity of the application and the time it would take to automate it, using Selenium, and then maintain that, especially when we're doing continuous integration, continuous delivery. Just doing the automation piece would have been a full-time job for one person. And since we only had one person on there, so I started looking through, other options, what was out there, not looking for the free portion at all, just in general, what other options were out there. And TestResults.io kept popping up. So I took a deeper dive into it and talked with Pascal and got it implemented. And then within, I think, the first hour of talking to him, getting it implemented, I was off and running and automating. Well, with me, it was just scheduling a time with one of the support people, who mine was Pascal, and I think within that we had it loaded, up and running within 20-30 minutes, not even that. I think he probably took more time explaining what was going on. And then after that, so yeah, I think all told, from standing it up and getting going, less than an hour. It did take a little bit, just because I was not used to the interface that you had. But once you're in there and you're using it, quickly, I can a standard Salesforce page, I can have everything identified and mapped and ready to use in a test case, 20, 30 minutes. Like that's for a full page. And then writing test case, because once you have everything identified, it's just drag and drop and how you want your steps to go. So, that's always been the big part is getting all the elements on the page identified and how they're going to work.
Yeah.
So now once we have that, then you have a library of all the functions and you're ready to go. 2 hours, maybe.
Okay.
I haven't,
Okay.
I mean, that's just to get things going. I mean, I haven't even discovered all the functionality yet. So